So Terry, how many recycling programs do you manage at WPI?
I manage cardboard, electronics, universal waste, paper, furniture. I believe that's about 5 or 6 commodities. Well, being a technical school, we really pride ourselves in being cutting edge, and part of that cutting edge technology is we have quite a turnover in technology as far as computers for students, computers in labs, computers for staff to sign out and use. So our turnover for computers is typically about 2-year turnover. So that's part of the whole electronics recycling. At one point, we used to give computers to local schools and so on, but we couldn't guarantee that they were recycling them in the proper manner. So instead, we just started recycling everything. Well, the entire staff is involved at some level. Custodians bringing stuff out to the curb, but we started our program actually with 2 recycling people and 1 truck, and the program is still those 2 same recycling people and the 1 truck, and they've been very successful in encouraging the program, especially from the beginning, because they catch custodians taking and throwing things out that were recyclable, and they'd confront them and say, hey, don't throw away my job. So they encouraged the other staff members to recycle because they saw that they got a job and they got paid a little more than the custodial staff to do it. Yeah, our program has grown year after year after year, but actually our program began with WPI students in about 1992. So the program is well into 20 years old. We started with just office paper and grew from there. I think the biggest challenge is working with the students, and if you have a good core of students that are interested in the recycling program, then these students really go out and market the program to other students. And so you need a good core of students to buy in and to work with you in the program. Once that happens, it really makes it very successful. It causes that little enthusiasm, a little roar on campus. We try to keep the whole program simple by designating 2 compactors, 1 for cardboard, 1 for paper. We identified locations for the electronics, locations for the universal waste. And so these compactors, we took them completely offline for trash. We keep them locked up. Only the recycling people have keys to them, so someone can't get in there and accidentally throw trash in them. And just they and the supervisors have keys to them, so it limits the access to them. Well, I knew it was important from the onset, knowing where the recycling items go, and also knowing where your trash went. Years ago, trash went to landfills. Some of those landfills were legal landfills. Some were somewhat sketchy landfills. Some outfits actually put the trash in container cars and took it by train down south. So as I saw the trash business kind of melding into a kind of a shady area, I felt it was very important that we as a representative of the college myself, watch out for the college's liability. So that started with the trash and then moved on to working with the IRN with the recyclables. So I know that they're being recycled in the proper manner and it does not cause any liability to the institution. It has to be over 15 years ago, maybe 18 years ago. When you approached me to join the IRN, I was somewhat skeptical. It was a new concept as far as I was concerned to pay someone to work for me and pay a fee to have you work for me. But I noticed that you had a novel concept there. You were extremely committed to the environment and recycling in general. So I said, well, what do I have to lose? I'll join for a year and see how it goes. So I joined. I think it was $600 or $700 at that time to join for the year. And I was recycling electronics at that time. And I don't remember the company I was using, but after the first 2 pickups from IRN, the money I saved paid for my membership. So I said, wow, this is quite a sweet deal here. Because at that time it was sort of novel, the whole electronics recycling, and people were just basically making up numbers and no one was the wiser of really what it costs, and really there weren't a lot of companies out there to shop around to find out who had the better price for electronics recycling. And it was a win-win once that second pickup came in and I paid for the membership. So I said, I'm on to something really great here. And then the IRN started developing more and more programs, helping us to recycle more and more. And so it's been it's a great relationship and a great partnership for 15 to 18 years. I think the thing I'd like to say about IRN, the Institutional Recycling Network, is it's a group of extremely committed, dedicated people who believe in environmental issues. That's what they are, and it helps us all that they're out there working for us.